Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Arthur. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, whether it be a topic, reaction, review, re-review, some movie news, whatever the case may be, what's going on in the world, reaction, commentary, video game playthrough, whether for an hour or for a full playthrough, whatever the case, feel free to send it. Like I said, PayPal's usually the best bet. Do have a Cash App and a Patreon because people have asked about those. Links are in the info box. I'll get to them as soon as I can. For those who sent them, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And this is for something I heard a couple people talk about, but did not know much about. And Primal, the first two episodes of a 2019 animated show called Primal by Gendry Tartakovsky, who I believe is the same person involved with Samurai Jack, which I did quite enjoy Samurai Jack, at least the stuff I've seen. This was on Adult Swim. I think it was for 2 seasons. From what I understand, the first season, there's like no dialogue. And the setup is this Neanderthal named Spear and this female T-Rex named Fane work together through all these up and down struggles that they go through. And I loved this. These 2 episodes, I don't know if it's Scrooge the Pooch by the end, but these 2 episodes I loved. I loved it. This I highly recommend to anybody. It is bloody. At times it was heart-wrenching. The action scenes are really visceral. The music, I think Tyler Bates did the music, which he's done, some feature-length movies. Great job on the score. At times sound like a horror film. This stuff, there's times that, in the first episode, there's 2 or 3 times I was like, it was gut-wrenching. No pun intended. And the fact that there's no dialogue is really intriguing and shows that you could tell a story with just visuals and music. And just the idea of a Neanderthal and a T-Rex and this world of all sorts of obstacles and creatures and giant snakes and other type of dinosaurs and everything in between. These 2 episodes, like the second one I liked, but especially the first one, I can't praise enough, man. I cannot praise enough. I was blown away by it. I really was. So I know I'm hyping up a lot, so I better stop it so I don't disappoint people. But I would say check it out, man. Before I go into spoilers, check it out. If you like action and emotion and bloody, and this is worth it. So episode 1, again, the spoilers. Your Neanderthal, which, no one talks, so he has a spear, so call him Spear. He's fishing. He's attacked by this giant crocodile. He escapes. And the animation is really good looking. It reminds me of Heavy Metal from the 80s. Like the 1981 Heavy Metal had that same type of animation, but it was a little bit more fluid because of what you're able to do today. But the type of lighting and the type of character designs, it's like Heavy Metal, but again, the animation is more fluid. I know I'm repeating that twice, but just to really hone in on, it was great to see kind of a throwback, but at the same time updated, but not ruin that aesthetic. It's a nice balancing act. It's hard to do, but I commend him for, I thought, succeeding in it. And at one point he hides from a flying dinosaur. So he gets back. And he sees his wife, and his mate, his wife, whatever. He sees his kids. And some T-Rexes come in. Some ugly looking T-Rexes with like little horns and stuff on them. And man, this is done in silhouette. But you see the wife get chomped up, and eating like me eating some chicken wings. And then the kids get picked up and I mean, Jesus. Like, Jesus. This is the reaction. Jesus. I don't even know these characters and I still feel damn bad for the lead character. Holy shit. And Spear's a badass. He'll go with the spear. He's spearing dinosaurs in their snouts. He'll kick ass as much as he can. The horror film light score was welcoming with how brutal this stuff is. After the stuff happens and some of the dinos run away, he's sad, of course. He's alone. He's at his home. He sees like wall paintings he did of his family. And again, the horror film like score, when he's looked at it, it gets more intense and wipes it off because he's just out of it. And he climbs up and is contemplating jumping off because he's like, what else do I have? And then he goes back to hunting because what else is he going to do? Sorry, I'm just... The way this opened, I'm like, okay, this means business. Holy shit. And it gets attacked by a dinosaur, hides, comes out, walks a bit, and then sees other T-Rexes. So he defends himself, but realizes these are more innocent. It's a female T-Rex and her kids. And again, the way this did this without any dialogue is really commendable. Where he sees it, and he looks at the T-Rex babies, and makes him think of his kids. What you see by his expression in his eyes, and he lowers her down. And then some dinosaur tries to attack him, and he defends them and is helping them out. And stops and helps them. He takes a damn rock and breaks a damn bad, evil T-Rex's legs. Like, he takes a rock and just in the bone, like, on the T-Rex. I'm like, oh shit. And he's spearing the hell out of them. And then, like, the female T-Rex, Fane, this one ugly T-Rex, Fane takes it and rips the damn snout off of the damn thing. Like, I've never seen that before. Like, a T-Rex in there just ripped off. Now I have, and it's pretty damn bloody. Like, holy shit. Spear will hold on to a T-Rex and rip a damn tooth out and stabbing the hell out of it. He throws a spear, goes right through its mouth or its throat. One of those. I think it's throat. Hits his ass. And then the baby good T-Rexes see that, oh yeah, this thing, helped him. And he kind of, pets them. It reminds him, in a way, of his kids. But then the big alpha super duper T-Rex comes in. And again, gut wrenching once again. Fane and Spear do the best they can. They get whipped by this much bigger evil T-Rex, and then it goes after the babies. And the mom, Fane, looks, and it picks the babies up, crunches them, and you just see blood come down the damn chin. And it's like, okay, this sumbitch, I gotta pay. You gotta pay. And he does pay. Because they both work together into a point that Spear is riding Fane's back. And they kill the damn thing. Stabs it right through the damn thing's brain. And then, Spear doesn't know what to do, so sees that Fane's sad, so walks away, just what else is he going to do? And then walks on a beach and sees that Fane is following him, because she has nowhere else to go. Then he gets an idea, and then he rides her, and now they're a team, with a great pose, like ready for He-Man. I have the power, He-Man. And it ends, I'm like, wow, okay, I'm sold. got to see what the hell people were praising about. This was awesome. I have nothing bad to say. It was emotional, it was bloody, had badass fights. Even no dialogue, I still get a sense of who Fane and Spear are. I like the animation. This is great. Then episode 2 was good as well. Now granted, like a lot of first episodes, it seems like they'll throw everything they can into it to make a big impression. Then when the second episode, we would go down a tad. And it did. But I still liked it. This one's a bit more of a character and then survival. And less about kicking ass. It's called River of Snakes. They're hunting. And Fane keeps taking Spear's food. A warthog, fruit. What was it, antelope or deer or something? And like I said, I do like this style of no dialogue. I don't know. I know I've said that before in some stuff. That stuff just appeals to me. It just makes it seem so fresh. It makes it just seem much more interesting, much more different. Because there's so many things that clutter up streaming services, variety of channels. There are more movies coming out every week than you'll ever see in your life. Like, with each movie coming on streaming, whether it be Tubi, whether it be Amazon, whether it be Netflix, whether it be Disney Plus, whether it be whatever, you're not going to be able to see all of it. And the more and more and more that piles up, there'll be an endless amount, and to be honest, a lot of them suck. And what's going to separate one from the other? This, the way they did it here, separated itself. Now, again, I don't know if it screws the pooch later with, this or season 2, but as is, I said, felt unique because of that. And I can still understand the story. Fane is a dinosaur. She is stealing the food because she's hungry. That's what she's used to doing. And Spear gets more and more pissed because he wants to eat. Okay, you want to be my companion, you want to be my partner in terms of we ride together. Bad dinos for, I don't know, bad dinos for life, however you want to put it. Stop taking my food, stop eating my sesame cake. Stop eating my sesame cake. I even like the bit where, it's not just out of the blue too. It's not just we see it one time, I'm going to kill your ass. We see the progression. It happens, and it happens, and it happens. He's getting more and more pissed. He's getting more and more hungry. He had to eat this ugly-looking bug thing. He's getting more pissed off. He's even ready to attack, and then stops himself. So, okay, he had a chance. He stopped himself. Okay, So, again, I like that there's a progression. I like that there's a build-up to it. You see, like, you give this dinosaur multiple chances to the point that now the dino's being a dick. And, like, on purpose stealing this stuff. And I like that. I like that he's ready to attack, but he stops himself. I don't know, just give a bit more to the character. That he's able to, I don't know. Most of the time it'd be like, okay, time to fight, but it's like, I don't know how else to put it. I've seen it done the other way so many times. So him stopping, hesitating, giving him one more chance, or giving her one more chance. I like that. It's the little things for me that counts. That might be meaningless to other people, but for me, they mean a lot. And ultimately, he just pushed too far, and I'm tired of you stealing my sesame cakes. And we're going to get ready to fight. I like the way this is done with the editing during this lightning storm. Really nicely done with the editing, where each time there's a lightning strike, you see a movement, you see an attack, and obviously with the people who made the show, they don't want to make it where they get hurt too much, but still, the T-Rex pushes him and knocks him down. And then, Spear's trying to attack her with the spear, and then Fane takes the spear, breaks it, and they're going back and forth. Till they see there's a ton of giant snakes. Now, sadly, there ain't no Ice Cube or Jennifer Lopez to help them, so now they're screwed. They're ready to screw the pooch. And then on top of that, they're trying to get out of there, but there's a damn flash flood that comes, ready to drown their ass. Now, Fane does kill the bigger snake. And then you see that Spear does try to help Fane, where they're ready to go over this waterfall, and they both grab this thing, which this T-Rex is smart as hell. I will say, this Fane is smart as hell to know to grab this thing and hold on and get the idea what the caveman, the Neanderthal, was thinking. And he's using the leverage to try to hold it. I mean, yes, I know. I don't care how many muscles he has. He's not going to be holding no damn T-Rex over a waterfall, even with leverage. I know, but it's a show. It's a cartoon. I know. I just go along with it. And also, he's trying to hold, but then can't hold. They both fall. He gets the hell knocked out. But Fane picks him up out of the water and also gives him back pieces of his spear. He kind of looks at it and sees, wow, this thing cares. Maybe Fane realized what he was doing was wrong. Maybe realized, hey, this guy tried to save me in the waterfall. And yeah, I've been taking its food. And now they're going to start working together to get food. They're going to work as a team. So again, there is action, but I would have liked more of, or have Spear kill some of the snakes with the spear. And I'd rather the spear was broken, but or some other thing. Like, have him kill some of the snakes. Like, have a scene where they're fighting the snakes off, and they're both going back and forth, and maybe he's using the tip of the spear and doing this and that, blah blah blah, and it's using like a knife or a shiv or whatever in the eyes or in the slanted down under the belly, something like that. And then Fane, he's biting tails off and bites someone's eye out and spits it up their ass or up their tailpipe like a banana through a tail. Maybe I'm just expecting too much because of the action in the first episode, but I did like the bit at the very end where it shows more of their bonding, where they're trying to sleep now that Spear has food. A little snake comes by and it freaks out Fane, and then you see Spear throw his spear at the snake. And without saying anything, you tell the Fane is thankful for that and then goes back to bed. So again, I like that sort of bonding between man and dinosaur without needing stupid dialogue that would have been weird. And well, if you write it the right way, of course, but I don't trust them writing the right way. That was nice to see. It was still a nice episode. Yes, the first episode was better, but it was still a nice progression of a story. A nice second chapter. That maybe we'll see. I'm sure we'll see him kick some ass some more later on. Arthur, you let me know. Do they kick a lot of ass in this show? Let me know in the comments. Like they do in episode 1. Kill all motherfuckers. But this was a nice surprise. Like, this was really cool. If you like stuff like heavy metal from back to the 80s, if you like the idea of a no dialogue, bloody Can Man and dinosaur working together, if any of that sounds enticing to you, definitely recommend watching this. Definitely recommend checking this out. The music is very good. The animation is on point with the lighting and the color scheme. I said it reminds me of the old stuff, but done a more modern, fluid take on it. Yeah, other than I wish there was a bit more different kinds of action in the second episode, I don't really have much to complain about on this. so far. I know I hate everything, but I like this. I like this a lot. I'm trying to do that for the thumbnail. But I mean it. I really enjoyed this. So thanks, Arthur, for showing this to me. Also, thank you for the request. That was very generous of you. I really appreciate it. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.